Are you afraid of cancer? Do you feel lost, not knowing what to do? I felt the same when I first heard the words. I work as a flight attendant for over 20 years, trained for every emergency in the sky, but stage 4 breast cancer came into my life like sudden and severe turbulence, like an unprepared emergency I was never trained for, and it shook me deeply. This journey has been long and hard, but I believe even the strongest storms will pass and the sun will shine again. In this video, I share how I faced my fears, what helped me heal, and what I learned along the way. Just like the people who gave me hope, maybe my story can give you hope too. If you'd like to listen, I would love to welcome you to my heart-to-heart talk. My name is Arzu Aydın. What I share here is definitely not kind of medical treatment. These are only my personal experiences. My real aim is simple: to leave a record for myself, to feel good, to help you feel good, and to share, because sharing is powerful. This illness made me believe in one thing even more. Don't suppress your feelings, don't cover them up. If there are people around you who can be your witnesses, who can truly listen, share with them. Close those chapters and move on. Sometimes we act as if problems don't exist, but they still stay within us. That happened to me too. I used to pretend nothing was wrong. I felt like everything was fine. Honestly, I was afraid. My way of coping was to push away negative thoughts, just shake them off. Sometimes that worked, but in reality, many things stay inside. Now those stories inside me want to come out. So I'm listening to them one by one, facing them. And that actually makes me feel lighter. Because I realized even though I thought I was an open person, inside I wasn't really sharing my true emotions with anyone, not even with myself. If you have no one around to share with, go to nature, talk to trees, tell the birds, or write it down. Writing is powerful too. Even sharing with strangers can sometimes be healing. There's a book I once read, The Body Never Lies by Alice Miller. It talks about how famous writers like Dostoevsky, Kafka, Nietzsche suffered because they couldn't express their true feelings. If someone had just said to Dostoevsky, "Tell me what is in your heart, I'm here to listen," maybe his life could have been different. Cancer was one of my biggest fears in life. Maybe that fear even attracted it to me. Who knows? In my family, around me, many people had cancer. At work too, it was often spoken about, and all that talk maybe planted fear in me. But after that, the hardest part for me was acceptance. Fear was in every cell of my body. Then I asked myself, Arzu, what exactly are you afraid of? Why don't you accept this? And I realized I was afraid of the unknown. I kept wondering, what is going to happen to me? I didn't want to think about it or even imagine it in my mind. Actually, my mind had created a story based on other people's experiences. Scary stories that didn't belong to me. So I told myself, this is your story. You will write it, not anyone else. That's when I decided to take a responsibility. First, I chose to accept my fear. I said to myself, Arzu, you are in fear now. Yes, I am afraid, but I will accept it. I felt a little relief. Then I imagined in my mind every scary scenario about cancer, one by one, the very worst cases, and suddenly something shifted inside me. I once read in a book by Osho that during wartime, soldiers were filled with fear as they marched towards the front, but the moment they actually stepped into the battlefield, something shifted. Even as bullets flew over their heads, they could see it, eat and talk as if fear had vanished. The lesson was clear. When you walk directly into fear, the fear itself disappears. I told myself, whatever happens, I'll go through it. And instead of resisting, I felt a kind of calm acceptance. That was my little miracle. That has been my experience too. Until I stepped into my own fear, the struggle felt unbearable. But once I did, everything changed. A sense of peace settled into my body. Fear is natural, but courage means moving through it. because on the other side, things may be nothing like you imagine it. I met a 90-year-old passenger who was brought in a wheelchair. She had only a few soft, cotton-like strands of hair left, held with a hair clip. On her wrinkled lips was red lipstick, and her nails were polished red. She smiled at everyone. She had come all by herself on vacation to Antalya. I still think about her. She was such an inspiring woman. She came to my mind again and told myself, no matter what I go through, I will never give up on myself until very end. My hair and my eyelashes might have fallen out. I may have changed physically, but I will never give up on myself. Every day, I put on my makeup, dress nicely, and go out for a walk. I do the same even at home. I do not give up on my womanhood. I continue to accept, love myself in every state. I always tell myself, Arzu, you are not sick. You are just going through a difficult process. This process will end, don't worry. I could have been lying in a sick bed at home, asking why did this happen to me, and pitying myself. I could have made myself feel even sicker, but I didn't choose that. I didn't want to. Instead, I go out for a walk whenever I can. Being in nature makes me feel so good. I watch the cats, I sit quietly and just look at the trees, the sky, the earth, and I constantly give a thanks for everything, for every moment. I also trick my mind a little. When I receive the chemotherapy, I tell myself, this is not chemotherapy, this is collagen, and it will make me beautiful. And I tell people around me, don't be jealous of me, I'm going to be very beautiful. You know my favorite meditation is? It's something I created myself. While walking, I listen to dance song I love, and at its best part, I imagine I'm in a club and I make myself dance. Every single cell is jumping with joy. Together with my healthy cells, we surround the cancer cells, and by dancing, we destroy them. It's such a joyful and powerful meditation for me. Maybe you can find yours. After acceptance, the most important thing is to give thanks for every moment. This is not a cliche. Maybe right now you are in a very difficult situation. Maybe you are in pain, but this will pass. This moment will not last forever. So find something to be grateful for. Appreciate every little success. Keep giving thanks. Your cell will love it. I know, because I do it all the time. And I can feel that they love it too. They trust me more and help me. I constantly talk to my cells. I say, thank you for healing. And I remind myself, whatever happens, it happens for my good. My cells really love this. I can truly feel it. Try it yourself and see what happens. If you are not able to do anything else, just take a breath and give thanks. Then tell yourself, this is all I can do right now, but I'm grateful and I appreciate myself for it. Every hardship comes with a gift. For me, this illness gave me the gift of self-discovery. I became more at peace with myself, happier, more grateful. Sometimes I sit in nature and just watch the leaves fall. I watch cats pass by. I take a breath and say, life is beautiful. And I don't say it out of fear. I truly feel it. Live in your own journey. Everybody's body and story are different. It's normal to be afraid, but step into it and choose acceptance. Then you will see nothing is really the way you imagine it. Write your own story again and meet the new you.